What is up, people? It is 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I just made a video about different content that I'll be making for my YouTube channel and for just overall groups and updates on, updates for the year. And I want to talk about something. There is a really popular Chinese manga or manhwa that I think a lot of gamers would enjoy. It's called Solo Leveling, and I can put a link at the bottom to the actual manga website. Here's a little better light. My crazy ass is having coffee at night because I know I won't be sleeping much. I'll be making videos about League, but other than that, the manhwa that I started is Solo Leveling. By started, I mean I literally reread it like 4 times, start to over. Season 1 just finished and it's beyond amazing. It's without any spoilers. This is gonna be a little hard because I'm just super into it and I want to talk about it. But it's about a guy that's a hunter in the world, and it's a lot like video games, but there's dungeons in the world and they just randomly pop up. A lot of monsters show up, and to for people to live or survive at all in the real world, they have to go in and they have to close the portals by finishing the dungeon. And that concept I think is just super cool, super amazing. But there's ways for people to get skills and to be awakened as a hunter. And usually hunters are way stronger than people, but the main character starts out as the weakest. And you get to see his journey. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you get to see his journey about how he becomes stronger, different things he encounters in the world, and different ways that he levels up, which is beyond amazing. The art is 10 out of 10. This story is beyond 10 out of 10. Like, I've read a lot of mangas and manhwas and webtoons, and I think this is just a golden grit inside, a bunch of pile of shit of Chinese and Korean mangas. Because a lot of them are good, but 99% of them are literally the same old thing. There's a lot of art that's very similar. There's a lot of things that is very, very similar story wise. An MC just always gets the girl, an MC always just starts out really strong or really weak, and then he gets crazy strong in like the first 5 chapters, which personally I don't enjoy it, but it's something a lot of people do, obviously, since it's so popular. But in this manhwa, this guy actually takes time and he actually learns everything about his skills. He learns everything about the monsters that he's fighting. He gets very unique style of fighting that you don't see in either games much or in manga or anime much. It's very, very unique, and you know that the artist actually takes his time with it. He actually took his time with the story really well, and I think it's something that a lot of people just enjoy overall. Now it's also getting an anime soon. I think it's either this year or next year, and I think overall is just going to be beyond crazy. It's something that you should definitely see if even if you don't like that stuff and you're just a gamer, it's something that you should definitely check out at least for the first 10 chapters and see how it goes. Other than that, it's got over 100 chapters in the manhwa, and the actual light novel, which is what it's based on, is finished, and it has over, I'd say, 200 chapters. But I think it's also a lot more slower, and there's a lot more details in it that don't get covered in the manhwa. I keep saying manga; it's crazy. Hmm. So if you guys actually have read it, don't post any spoilers or anything like that in the comments section. Just talk about, what you like about it most and say what chapters you like it without spoiling it much. I know there's going to be a lot of spoilers because it's just so popular and it's just so amazing. And I get you guys are very enthusiastic about it, but it's something that you guys should just, not ruin for other people. But other than that, I just wanted to, give a shout out to the author of it and just give it more light, just to, even my friends, if it's not even, crazy amount of people, if it's less than 100 people who actually are going to enjoy it, then who cares? It's just something that I want people to actually look up and try out because it's just really amazing. The story is crazy, the fighting is insane, and he actually thinks like a gamer, if that makes sense. He's really detailed about things, he's very perfectionist about things, and he's very, I wouldn't say just OP as fuck, but he's very strong. And there are people who are stronger than him eventually, but overall, there's a lot of secrets in it too. So if you reread it, and if you read that light novel and then just go back to read the actual manhwa, you're gonna find out a lot more things at the beginning. Not really spoiling anything by saying that, but there's a lot of hints and a lot of things you can look into if you want to spoil yourself, or if you just like to reread a lot of stuff, which I know a lot of people do. I personally love to, because if something really grabs my attention, I get super into it and I binge read it and binge watch it. And I try and make videos about it, but I really haven't made that much content about manga or anime or anything otaku related, or anything really related about, nerd stuff other than gaming, which I think I really should more. A lot of people have been telling me I should. And I'm probably going to start to make a lot of vlogs and videos, and eventually I'll probably get a studio and actually, talk about it, in my gaming chair, in my setup that I'll be streaming at, which I am actually moving out pretty soon, so I'm going to have my own space to actually record it and have my own room to only stream and record. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Well, if you guys are really, liking it, then like and subscribe. If not, then, just go along and say how shit it is. But a lot of people like it, so that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to give it more light. I'll see you guys later. Kind of went on a ramble there, but it's whatever.